So it ended up being what they call a C-section, what I call a you don't want to see this section. I was not prepared for this. They tell you nothing about this in Lamaze. I'm in there, and it's an operation. They got her cut wide open. Her guts are laying all over the table. She can't see it. They got a screen in front of her, but I can't. She's laying there. This is the most incredible thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm going, how the hell are you still alive? You're like the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz after those monkeys got through with them. First, they took my uterus and they threw it over there. They took my fallopian tubes and they threw them over there. And I grabbed the doctor. I am not raising this kid by myself. You get all the king's horses and all the king's men and do what you have to do. It's shocking to watch. He actually has his hand inside of my wife, casually rummaging around like he's trying to find the prize in a Cracker Jack box. We wanted more. We tried for more. It wasn't happening. So I had to go take a sperm test, which is never fair, because I have very smart sperm. They just don't test very well. I didn't know what to expect. I walked into the doctor's office. I'm thinking, they're going to give me a little paper cup like when you want extra ketchup at In-N-Out Burger. No, the nurse hands me an 8-ounce Tupperware with a screw top, like it's going to overflow or something. I'm looking at this, I go, you know, we want a baby, not a pony. I hope you got cable. This is going to take about a week. Here's what she says, and this is exactly how she says it. Go to the room on the left and extract the specimen. I said, ooh, say it again.
You know, straight people, you always wonder about the lesbians and sex. And so let me just tell you something. The whole thing about the handcuffs, because I know this is what you're thinking right now, because I was talking about the handcuffs. Let me just say something. We have real handcuffs, and handcuffs are sexy in theory. It seems like a good idea. But I'm going to do my impression of Sergeant Patch and I using the handcuffs. Ow, you're on my hair. Ow. Ow, you're on my, get off, you're on my hair. Get the dog, get the dog. Get the dog, what? Get the, ow, that pinches, ow, where are you going? And you know, people always go, this, she's a lesbian mom. Oh my goodness, that's fabulous. Listen, I am not your role model. You know, because I was one of these moms, I was not the good kind of mom. I was the kind of mom that, you know, I wasn't into all that self-esteem crap. You know, it's kind of like at the end of the day, if my kids were alive, I did my job. And I said, what's your collage about? She goes, we studied families. I went, well, that's very nice. I'd like to see your collage. So I looked at it, and the first page said, what is that? And it was that perfect Sears man. Remember the Sears man in the Sears catalog? Standing there with his hand in his pocket, standing there looking perfect. And I said, now what's that? She goes, that's daddy. I said, well, that's a good daddy. That's nice. I said, and what's this? And it was that year, the Sears wish book were selling replica Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snurds. And I said, now what's that? And she goes, those are my brothers. And I said, well, of course they are. They're dummies. And then there was that perfect China doll. You still see the picture in magazines even today. The little white dress with the little rosettes and the perfect porcelain skin and the big blue eyes and the little lips. And I said, now what's this? She goes, that's me. And I said, well, of course it is. You're perfect. And then I said, what's that? She says, that's you. At the Southern Baptist 3-year-old Sunday school class, I was a wine bottle. I wasn't a woman holding a glass of wine. I was a wine bottle. And what could I do? I'm sitting there, the were looking at me like I was an alien. And I couldn't hit her. But, you know, she's beginning to figure it out, you know. And one day, and she has this cute little speech impediment. One day, she says to me, she goes, I'm a girl. Well, I said, that's right, precious, you are a girl. And she goes, and you a girl? And I said, you're right, I am a girl. And Sergeant Pat, she calls Boppy. And she goes, and Boppy, you're a boy. And Sergeant goes, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. She goes, you're not a girl. You're a boy. And she says, no, I'm not, I am a girl, I have big boobs. She goes, you're not exactly a girl. And we left it at that because that's healthy. And
oh, and I have one of those green earth mother friends, man. There's a hippie friend. She's, you know, saving the world, and she's green and recycling. I just want to punch her in the compost bin. And she's crafty and blogging, and, you know, oh, so tired. Oh, she makes her own baby food from scratch. She makes the kids' clothes out of the hair off the dog. And she gave birth at home in her own bed with no drugs. I know, I didn't even want to conceive like that. Oh, that ain't natural. I did what you're supposed to do. I went to the hospital, got an epidural, and I adopted a baby. I did. I adopted both of my sons. That is the way to go. And I got an epidural because I was going to get my legs waxed. It's all about the tools. That's why he bought this house. I know it. And he has so many tools. The garage is just trashed, trashed. You know what his answer was? He hung up a pegboard. Oh, that's going to fix it. And he hung up all his little tools, and then he drew a line around them like they're dead. In case they run away, we have a description. That's how I know where everything goes. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, maybe I need to draw an outline of your underwear in the hamper. And I go in the bathroom and draw a line around the toilet. How long have you had that tool and you don't know how to use it?
How do you tell your wife you're gay, you know? I mean, that's a tough assignment. I got up on the top of the stairs, I put a Speedo on, and I told her in song, you know, like any good gay guy would, you know? And I just started descending. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. What? Come, take a look. My mother kept telling me, you better go to the priest. You better go to church and tell them that you're gay. So I went to, you know, we're Catholic, grew up Catholic, very repressed, you know, so I went to the priest, went to the confession and told the priest that I was gay, and now we're dating. So it really worked out well for me in that way. My mother would tell me when I was a kid to get the puss off my face. Now, I know that means something different here in Santa Cruz. The big lesbian place, you know? They wanted me to be gay. My mother would say, get that puss off your face. Walking around the house with the big puss on. I had no idea what she was talking about. I'd be on my way to school. You're not going to school with that puss on your face. I'd go to school, I'd ask my teacher, Sister Damien, do I have a big puss on my face? Get to the principal's office. But my mother said I had a puss on my face. Where's the puss? I want to know where it is. So what happens when you're snoring? Does somebody hit you, or they stop it? That's what happened to me. I'd be snoring and she'd be going, stop it, stop it, stop the goddamn snoring. And you wake up, what? What happened? You're snoring. I can't sleep. She would get all dramatic like an Academy Award-winning actress. I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving the room. Is that what you want? Me to leave the room? Yes, get the out of here. You're a mental case. Kevin, you need an operation. You need your flap removed. She wanted my flap taken out. Take out your own goddamn flap. How do you think I make a living? By using my flap.